saw this question on the Monday community forum about employee schedule, and I thought I would take a shot at it. So I created this availability board. I kept it pretty simple. You'll see there's only 3 groups. I've got this week, current, future ones, and past dates as well. In columns wise, I've got the employee, the person, the week start and end date, and then I've got each day of the week in here as a text field where they can come in and type it off or type in their hours of availability. If your days are different, maybe you only are Monday through Friday, you can obviously change that depending on your use case. And then once I did that, I went to up here at the top, I went to plus, and I did form, and this is what it looks like. So the first thing is I turned on a few settings. I turned on where they can submit multiple forms. So maybe they're getting ahead of their day and they're putting in a few weeks worth of their schedule. They can also save it as a draft. So perhaps they started it, realized they needed to confirm something with their schedule. They can save it and come back to it later. I also turned off the include name in question. You can leave that on, but for this one, I didn't think it was needed. And then I set up the group for answers to go to future, because in general, if they're putting in their availability, it's going to be for future dates, not for past dates. And then if I go to the edit tab, you can see again, we've got the week start and end dates that they fill in. And here's each day where they can type it. So if I click on share form and I go to copy link, this is what it looks like. So you would give this link to them, have them favorite it, and tell them to fill it in by Friday of every week or whatever your situation is. And really all they would do is they would come in and they would say, you know, week start Sunday, so the 29th, weekend is the 5th. Now, with these two, you could probably set up some automations with Workflow Center, you know, to put that end date there automatically, or you could leave that off. I put it there because of some automations I'm going to set up, but it's not needed. Just come in and type in their availability. So, you know, maybe they're off Sundays, Saturdays, and Wednesdays, and Monday they work 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday they work 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Oops. Thursdays, maybe 10 to 5 p.m. And maybe on Fridays, maybe they do an earlier shift, so they're off early for the weekend. They type in that, they press submit. You'll see they'll have an option to quickly submit another if they need to, if they want to do the week after. And then if you go back to the availability board and back to the main table, here's that one that I just filled out. All right, so now we're back. And this one right here, this line item is what I just entered on there. And you'll see it automatically went to future dates. So it's down there. I could also set up some automations where when a date arrives, then move item to this week. So basically what we're saying is when that, back over here real quick. So what we're saying is when this date, this June 29th date happens, it'll automatically go up to this week. And now it's always at the top. And then we can set up another automation. This time we're going to say the end date, and we're going to move it to the past. So in that case, this week, when June 29th comes, this line item would automatically go down the past section. And that way, all you ever see here at the top in the this week group is their current schedule. I'm sure there are a lot of other automations and things like that that could be done with this. I was just trying to keep it high level, but if you have any questions, just let me know.